Being forward thinking. Forward thinking is one of the most important attributes of successful leaders and all those who want success, happiness, and joy in their lives. Successful people who believe in forward thinking live in the present with eyes and focus in the future. Typically, they're not past thinkers. They are future thinkers. So forward thinking and future thinking are quite similar in nature, yet there are a few differences in them. Today, we are going to look at 7 most important attributes of forward thinking leaders and successful people. You too can actually note them down one by one and see how you can implement that in your life. Being forward thinking is really important. Let's begin. The first step or the first attribute of forward thinkers is to identify your goals. It's so important to identify your goals. So you identify your goals, you write them down, you build them up. That's where the whole success journey starts. Identify your goals. The second most important attribute or the step is writing down in detail and being very specific about the goals that you have identified in the first step. When you identify your goals and then you write it down, make them specific, make them detailed. By writing, it's no longer an assumption or a fantasy. It starts becoming written in front of you. Your muscular memory starts remembering them. It's so important to write down detailed and specific goals. The third most important step or the attribute is setting a deadline. Yes, absolutely. So you set a deadline when you want to achieve it. If you have identified your goals in step 2 properly, if you made them specific, this would be easy. If you have made them vague and you can't set a deadline, go back to step 2, write down specific and detailed. And then come back to step 3 and set a deadline for yourself. Deadlines helps you plan it much better and achieve your goals. The fourth attribute or the fourth step is about making a comprehensive list of what you're going to do, what you will require to do, what resources you will require, what are the steps you're going to take. You have to write them down in detail. Make a comprehensive list of the actions you're going to take, the resources you'll require. The fifth important attribute or the step is about creating an action plan. Now that you have a list, you have specified your goals, you know what your goals are, you're moving ahead, you've made a list, comprehensive list of resources and what you want. Now it is the time to make an action plan. And an action plan must include your priorities. See what are your priorities, see what are your resources, see what you have, what you can develop. And build an action plan, make it as detailed as possible. Whether it is this step or the earlier step, you keep adding them and making them flexible, making changes in them as you go on. So right now in this fifth step, make a action plan. Start now. And once you have made the action plan, the sixth step is take the first action that you have written in the action plan. Take that action. Start this series of action. Trigger it. Make it go forward. Start working on the action plan. Maybe it's a small step, but start. That's where your dream, your goal starts becoming a reality. And the seventh most important, and yes, I call it most important aspect, attribute or step you can call it. Do something towards that goal every day. Absolutely. Every day, take a step. Don't ever miss a single day. There's no Saturdays, no Sundays, no holidays, nothing. You must take at least one step every day. Yes, on many days you can take more steps also. But it's important to be consistent. One step every day. At least one step every day. And these 7 most important attributes is what I have used to become really successful. And I would really suggest you to follow these 7 steps. Let's now look at the summary of them. Step 1. Identify your major goals. Step 2. Write them down specifically and detailed. Step 3. Make a deadline. Step 4. Make a list of everything you got to do. Step 5. Create an action plan. Step 6, start taking actions. Take actions there. And step 7, do at least one thing every day. And if you follow these 7 steps, you'll see yourself becoming successful every day. Your achievements are going to rise like anything. This and much more is what we talk in our NLP and coaching training program. I suggest you to come and attend this. You're going to be a real successful person in life. This is your coach Ashish Sehgal. See you soon.